Senator Cruz is not going to be honest with you. He's going to make up positions and votes that I've never held or have ever taken. He's dishonest. It's why the president called him Lying Ted, and it's why the nickname stuck, because it's true.
It's clear Congressman O'Rourke's pollsters have told him to come out on the attack. So if he wants to insult me and call me a liar, that's fine. But, you know, John Adams famously said, facts are stubborn things.
And that was around the time the gloves came off.
Yeah, we're a couple days removed from the Texas Senate debate between incumbent Ted Cruz and his challenger Beto O'Rourke, but it's still generating quite a bit of buzz, and that's definitely true at the Texas Tribune.
KXAN's John Datfovich spoke with the Tribune's Alana Rocha today for her take on this debate.
We had this debate between Beto O'Rourke and Ted Cruz, and it seemed to be a much different tone than the previous debate that they had.
Yeah, I think, you know, like Ted Cruz criticized O'Rourke, but, you know, that his pollsters were maybe talking to him and saying, hey, look at the gap in this race. You're talking about running a positive campaign, that you're not running against anyone, but for this country. But he still needed to distinguish why Cruz shouldn't be sent back to Washington and why he should be instead. And so you did see a marked change from O'Rourke, you know, kind of resurrecting Lion Ted from the 2016 campaign that President Trump labeled him.
Might be the one thing that O'Rourke and Trump agree on, is the Lion Ted thing, or at least they will find common ground on.
Perhaps, yeah. There were a couple other lines that stuck. A lot of people, though, you know, even in my office, said it seemed out of character for O'Rourke, of course, because we hadn't seen that in this campaign from him, but like I said, he needed to distinguish, and then the following morning, three 30-second ads hit the airwaves across the state, attacking Cruz on immigration, health care, education, or attacking Cruz, and so, you know, it definitely a change.
And I want to talk about the ads because they both have them out. We've all seen them. They're all over the place, and they're also very different in tone from each other.
Right. O'Rourke on the attack is O'Rourke, just one camera, standing in front of the camera for 30 seconds talking about Cruz's record on these different issues, whereas, you know, Cruz, his campaign and, you know, PACs and things that are running ads against O'Rourke, it's, you know, black and white, ominous music, talking about O'Rourke's record. So definitely a level of fear from Cruz's attack ads versus O'Rourke's that don't really have that. I mean, just kind of explain the differences.
And he has kind of pledged to not go negative as well.
Yeah, I mean, even last month at the Texas Tribune Festival, he was our closing keynote and told our CEO, Evan Smith, you know, if I start to go negative, you're going to see through it. You know, I don't think you saw through it. I mean, you know, he just brought up Cruz's record and things like that, but it is a change that he said he wouldn't make. But of course, you know, the campaigns and polling dictates otherwise.
Yeah, there's a reason why it's been done in the past, because it tends to work sometimes.
Right,
as well.
yeah.
So I want to also talk about the issue of people getting ready to vote, registering to vote, and as always, we see a crush of people at the last minute who decide, oh, now I do want to vote. But we're hearing that these people can't go anywhere and verify that you are actually cleared to vote and ready to go on election day.
Right. We have a text-planer up on texastribune.org right now because we got a lot of questions about this. People saying, yeah, I registered up until the deadline on October 9th. We had a lot of college campuses who were doing midnight, you know, registration rallies and things like that. But yeah, I mean, in this digital age, registrars have to manually input these registrations. And so there's a backlog. And, you know, the message is be patient, but be vigilant. And Monday, early voting starts. If you're still not registered, you need to be getting in touch with your registrar's office.
And we will see what happens once the voting starts. Alana, thank you very much.
Thank you.